the back attack series, a step-by-step guide to submitting your partners when you find yourself on their back. Let's have a look. Hey guys, Coach Tom, I'm here with Reese. Going to check out how I teach my students to attack from the back. Basically the ABCDE guide to finishing from the back, so that you basically start off with control and then you end up with pretty much a guaranteed submission, and we're going to add the horsepower of the submissions increasingly as we go through, while our control will decrease, so you basically only risk the appropriate amount to get the reward, which is a tap. So if I've got Reese's back, basically I've done all my cool jiu-jitsu to get here. Alright, so when we've got the back, obviously you can go for body triangles and things like that. In my opinion, I still think hooks in provides the best finishing options if you're trying not to choke the face of your partner. So most of you guys are getting seatbelts. I mean, look, just some quick tips, guys, just in case someone didn't teach you this or you haven't learned it yet. Things that took me more than 10 years to learn was to put this arm right near the neck, not here. To put the hands under the armpit, not in the middle, and to put your thumb down so that when he grabs onto your arm here to stop the choke, as I rotate it up, his grip slides off. Little hacks, please make sure you do them. And whichever side you want to be on, make sure your head blocks the other side. So if I've got my right arm over, this would be my live side, and I'm gonna put my head on the other side. Because Reese, if I had my right arm, wants to take me over to my so-called weak side. Now, guys, this weak side does have some attacks. You can hold it by placing your hook across, holding a Kimura, stomping on the hip, and now basically pushing him down into an armbar. That is a really wonderful attack. And it's kind of the type of attack that you should only really go for if you are on that weak side. So again, if I do have my right hand over and he takes me to that side because maybe my head wasn't pushing enough, I would get my Kimura, I would stomp on this hip, okay, and I would bring my foot up. Now I'll be winging my right elbow high as I curl into his leg here, okay, and place this leg over his head, keeping my knees squeezed and taking his hand downstream to get the tap position. If I take his hand upstream, he'll have a tendency to run out and get a good hitchhiker escape on me. So now we start having a look at our strong side, let's say. So most high-level guys in jiu-jitsu will prefer this side. Most, not all, most. Here. I really like this side because this is traditionally the side that I was taught is the good side, so I've tended to practice it most. So if I just hold a seatbelt, he is very, very, very secure. Certainly not as secure as if I had double under lapel control, but no one does this anymore because you can hold them forever, but it's harder to submit, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do from here is going to be just trying to get my right hand into the collar. I'm not just gonna reach my hand in. It's absolutely imperative that I hold my left hand into the collar and I start winding it back, pulling it back towards me. Then I get it up near me. Do not grab the collar near him. Of course, if you do and you grab a crappy collar grip, you just basically wait and he hand fights a bit, he's hand fighting, and I creep it up a bit, and we move around, I hand fight a bit, I creep it up. But in a perfect world, I just want to open and get deep and get that collar. Once I've secured this collar, I now have two things upon my immediate concern. The first one is to get my left hand over to the opposing side of his collar to collect this lapel. Once I've collected it, I'll take the slack out of it with 3 quick pulls. As soon as I have done that, I must now pull my right elbow back into my space. Now I've got a tight grip on Reese here, so I'm going to loosen it off for the camera, okay? So I'm going to pull my right elbow back now, here, so that I'm like on my elbow. My elbow is not facing on Reese's side of his head. I need to take my elbow behind his head, here. Now from this position, as I extend away, I pull my right hand and I push my left hand like I'm drawing the string on a bow, okay? From this position, sometimes you just lack the horsepower, okay? When that happens, it's okay. Normally it's because he's got a grip on this arm here, so he can grab some sort of grip. You can grab the gi, doesn't matter. So he's got some sort of grip and my elbow is on the wrong side of Reese's head. When that happens, all is not lost. If I think I'm a decent athlete compared to the guy, my left hand can come behind his head and now I push his head past my elbow, and now this will give me the lapel half Nelson, okay, which is a wonderful attack. However, in the grander scheme of things, sometimes if he clamps his elbow down, my side delt is not as powerful as his lats. So if I can't get him like this, I'm not gonna make my hand go up. I'm gonna make it go down. So watch what I do. I sit up and I grab his pads. Now, some people prefer different grips from here, but if you want to underhook the leg, do it later. For now, just get his pads. And now watch what I do. I need to get my right leg free. So my left leg clamps down, and I'm actually going to pull Reese onto me. I pull Reese onto me, and now watch what I do with this right leg. It powers my hip escape until he sits right above my hip. Look how low he is on me. This is crucial. He is not up like I've got him in a seat belt. Now my right leg is going to come over here, and I can put my heel on the shoulder, but because I'm a lankier guy, I prefer just to crush. Now from here, I'm just going to hold everything tight, squeeze my legs to contract his body, and then of course, get a slight pull going for the choke. But you just got to be careful with this one, guys. It's very high horsepower. So let's look at the full chain. If I'm here, I fall to my strong side ideally. If not, we've got the armbar. I start opening out his gi, and I get my right hand in. Once I've got my right hand in, my left hand goes 1, 2, 3, as I pull my right elbow now back behind his head. I push my hips in and extend, and he has to tap. If I got a really good fast arm here, go for your lapel half Nelson. If he's not clamping down, he is so vulnerable to it, okay? If he's slightly clamping, I hope you're strong. But he's clamping, and I can never beat that, even if I'm stronger. So I'm gonna make my hand go down to his pants. Once I've got his pants, my left leg comes across, and I'm going to pull him to me. My right leg now does a hip escape. More. My right calf cuts down tight, and now I clamp everything in tight and extend, and there's no way out. Sometimes guys reach up here and they try to pull your arm off over their head like this, and that's going to lead them straight into the armbar. So one last time on that transition, as I've got him here, if he pulls my arm off, just hook it straight into the armbar here. Never let go of this, so he can't get up or do a running man escape on you, hitchhiker escape. Okay? However, sometimes you've got a guy in a bow and arrow, and you've got him here, and he kicks free. So he can grab, if he can't break it, he grabs my gi, kicks free, and now he rolls out. If he rolls out like this, he's gone. So watch what I have to do. Roll back for me. As I'm here, and he kicks free, as he rolls out, I focus on getting to my knees and bringing, if you swing the camera around, bringing my hand to the mat right between his shoulder and his head. From this position, I'm going to drop my elbow to the mat as I kick my leg through, and I have my clock choke. It's a modified version of a traditional clock choke, but when guys are spinning out of things, the traditional clock choke can be a little bit too much of an art form where you have to get it right, and it can be hard to do straight away, at least for me. But for myself and my students, we can find that clock choke you can find right away. But that's just a bonus, okay? That's like extra DVD features like people used to get back in the day, all right? So that's just a bonus, the clock choke. But I hope you guys have at least an insight into what I would call my orthodox attacks from back control and how it might fit into a system to help you better understand the position, both offensively and defensively. Take care, guys. I'm Coach Tom. I'll see you next time or on our website. Bye. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you loved it. For more free videos, click here. And if you'd like to get our free Footlock Masterclass, please click here. And if you'd like to help support me so I can help bring you high-level jiu-jitsu for free every day, please click here. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm Coach Tom. I'll see you next time.